Welcome back to Finanzergy, the channel dedicated to helping you achieve financial freedom and wealth. Today, we're tackling an important topic that affects millions of people: debt. Whether it's credit card bills, student loans, or personal loans, debt can feel like a weight holding you down. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, we're going to walk through the most effective strategies to get out of debt quickly and set yourself up for long-term financial success. If you're struggling with debt and feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. There is a way out. We'll show you the steps you need to take to clear your debts and start building a strong foundation for a financially free life. Before we dive into the strategies, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future finance videos. Now, let's get into the first step that will put you on the path to becoming debt-free. 1. Assess your debt situation. The first thing you need to do when trying to get out of debt is to assess your debt situation. This means gathering all of your debt information in one place. Write down every debt you have: credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, medical bills, etc. You can't tackle the problem unless you know exactly what you're up against. Once you have everything written down, list each debt, the balance owed, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. This will give you a clear picture of where you stand financially. The next step is to total all of your debts. Knowing how much you owe will help you understand the magnitude of your situation and motivate you to take action. Additionally, knowing the interest rates will help you prioritize which debts to pay off first. Tip: it's essential to face your debts head-on. Many people avoid this step because it can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary. By understanding your debts, you can create a focused plan to pay them down. 2. Create a budget. Once you have a clear picture of your debt, the next step is to create a budget. A budget will give you control over your money and ensure you're directing as much of your income as possible toward paying down your debts. Start by listing all of your monthly income sources: your salary, side hustles, passive income, etc. Then, list all of your expenses, including housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and, of course, minimum debt payments. The goal here is to identify areas where you can cut back. Can you reduce your grocery spending, limit eating out, or find cheaper alternatives for your utility bills? Every dollar you save by cutting unnecessary expenses is a dollar you can put toward paying off your debt. Pro tip: if you're not sure where your money is going, track your spending for a month. This will reveal any hidden expenses and give you a clear idea of where you can make adjustments. Once you've created a budget, allocate as much as you can toward paying down high-interest debt first. This will minimize the amount you pay in interest over time and speed up your journey to becoming debt-free. 3. Choose a debt payoff strategy. The next step in getting out of debt is choosing a debt payoff strategy. There are 2 popular strategies that have helped millions of people eliminate their debts: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. Debt snowball. With this strategy, you pay off your smallest debt first. Once that's paid off, you move on to the next smallest debt, and so on. The idea behind this method is that paying off small debts quickly gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. As you pay off each debt, you gain momentum, just like a snowball growing larger and faster. Debt avalanche. This strategy focuses on paying off your highest interest debt first. By doing this, you minimize the amount of money you spend on interest over time. Once the high-interest debt is paid off, you move on to the next highest interest debt. This method saves you more money in the long run, but may take longer to see the results, which can be demotivating for some people. So, which strategy is best for you? If you need quick wins and motivation, the debt snowball might be the way to go. If you want to save the most money on interest and are more comfortable with a longer repayment period, the debt avalanche strategy might be the better choice. For cut unnecessary expenses. Cutting unnecessary expenses is an essential part of becoming debt-free. This step requires discipline, but it's one of the most effective ways to speed up your debt payoff. Start by looking at your discretionary spending. This includes things like entertainment, eating out, and impulse purchases. These are areas where you can likely make cuts without sacrificing your quality of life. For example, you could cancel subscriptions you don't need, streaming services, gym memberships, etc. Reduce how often you eat out by meal prepping at home. Use public transportation or carpool instead of driving alone. Buy generic brands instead of premium ones. The money you save from cutting unnecessary expenses should be redirected toward your debt. Small changes add up. If you can free up an extra $100 to $200 per month by cutting back on non-essential spending, that's money that can go directly toward paying off your debts faster. Tip: remember, cutting back doesn't mean eliminating fun. It just means being intentional about where you spend your money. You can still enjoy life while making smarter financial choices. 5. Increase your income. Another powerful strategy to pay off your debt faster is to increase your income. While cutting expenses is essential, there's a limit to how much you can reduce your spending. Increasing your income, however, has the potential to give you a much larger boost to your debt payoff. There are several ways you can increase your income. Side hustles. Look for opportunities to make extra money outside your main job. This could include freelance work, starting an online business, driving for ride-sharing apps, or even offering services like dog walking or tutoring. Overtime or a second job. If your current job offers overtime, consider taking on extra hours. Alternatively, look for a part-time job that you can do in your spare time. Sell and used items. Declutter your home and sell things you no longer need. You'd be surprised how much extra cash you can make by selling things on platforms like eBay, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace. The key here is to be creative. There are plenty of ways to earn extra money in today's gig economy, and the more you earn, the faster you can pay down your debt. Every extra dollar you make is a dollar closer to becoming debt-free. 6. Build an emergency fund. One mistake many people make while paying off debt is neglecting to build an emergency fund. This is essential because life is unpredictable. If you don't have an emergency fund and an unexpected expense arises, you could end up back in debt. Aim to save at least $1,000 as a starting point for your emergency fund. Once you're debt-free, you can build a more robust fund with 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. An emergency fund will give you peace of mind and prevent you from having to rely on credit cards or loans in case of an emergency. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who could benefit from these debt-busting strategies. Thank you for watching Finergy, and I'll see you in the next video.